Hey guys, this is Sahil and welcome to this exclusive session of Weekly Mastermind for 12th March 2023. In this particular session, we are going to look up at first market index, second at outperforming sector, underperforming sector, what were the previous week's weekly gainers and losers, what are the trending stocks, tracking stocks, and what are the cup pattern stocks for buy and hold kind of situation. So market index, Nifty almost down by 0.8%, Sensex down by 1.13%, Bank Nifty down by 1.5%, mid cap is kind of flattish. India VIX up by 10.10% and USD INR similar flattish zone. Nifty 50 is at like on monthly chart, it is taking moving average support. RSI also it is around 57.2. On weekly chart, it is taking lower band support of Bollinger Band. And on daily chart, it is forming a kind of hammer. And along with that, as I also mentioned in all my community calls, that it is very hard for that particular sector or that particular index or the market as well to break that shooting star slow, to break the bottom and to go into bearish zone. So right now the market is like, you can even call it as obeying the support zone, and it is retesting multiple times, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and right now it is like fourth and fifth kind of time it is taking support on that same zone. And along with that, it is also taking support on RSI 40. So it can be kind of make or break situation. Like if the market goes up for the next week, which means right now the support is also working. If not, and if it goes below 40 and if it breaks the shooting star support, which means market can be into trouble. Next, Nifty, Bank Nifty is slightly better than Nifty 50 because like on monthly as well, it is around 60. On weekly, it is between 40-60, but on daily, it is not around the support zone. It is slightly better than Nifty 50. So what are the different sectors? IT down, auto is also down 0.3%, metal down by 0.5%, Bank Nifty down by 1.56%, FMCG almost flattish, energy sector was up for the previous week by almost 2%, pharma down, infra up by 0.15, almost kind of flattish. Reality, the weakest stock for the previous week, which the weakest sector for the previous week, media almost down by 1.29%, Nifty IT monthly between 40-60, daily weekly also between 40-60, and on weekly chart it is taking multiple resistances on 60, which means right now it is kind of sideways, and it is on daily chart it is taking kind of 40 support. So we can trade as a support resistance kind of trading, and IT sector is like a value buying. We can't just buy and we can't just expect like higher returns within smaller span of time. It is kind of value buying, which means we have to buy and hold for a few months as well in order to get absolute and good returns. IT is kind of sideways zone. Auto is like daily and weekly between sideways, and monthly is above 60, almost around 59.7. Metal kind of sideways. Nifty, Bank Nifty, as I also mentioned, Nifty FMCG is like almost kind of outperforming because on daily it is between 40-60, and once it breaks 60, it can go into like, you can call it as the uptrend, because in weekly and daily, weekly and monthly, it is almost above 60. Nifty Energy kind of sideways. Nifty Pharma almost kind of bearish, but if it takes support on monthly chart, which means it has been resisted to go into bearish zone. On daily and weekly, it is completely bearish, but if it takes support on monthly chart, which means it is not going to go into complete bearish zone. Next, Nifty Infra almost kind of sideways on daily and weekly, and even with that, in previous week it took resistance of 60 on daily chart. On weekly, it is between 40-60. On monthly chart, it is around 59.5. So once it, and along with that, it is also taking moving average support. So once it goes above 60 on monthly chart, we can expect further move on upside on infra sector. Next, Nifty Realty kind of sideways. Nifty Media is also sideways, taking 40 support on monthly. Weekly and daily are below 40. Weekly best performer, Adani Power up by 33%, Adani Port up by 15.89, JSW Energy, MRPL, PFC is like we have to track for the upcoming week. NBCC and Engineers India, these are the weekly best performer which performed best in the previous week. Next is Yes Bank, the weekly worst performer. Yes Bank is on top with almost 10% down. Edelweiss almost 9.5% down. Escorts, Tech Mahindra, Rajesh Exports, Bajaj Finance, Bandhan Bank, these all were the worst performers for the previous week. Now let's come to what are the trend following stocks for the upcoming week. Siemens almost around all-time high. Once it breaks this zone, because it resisted at that zone and it came back, but once it breaks that particular resistance mark, it can directly go into an all-time high. And at this particular stage, we can apply trend following systems. Next, Cummins India, this is also at all-time high. All weekly, daily, and monthly chart all are above 60. Hull, this is also monthly, weekly, and daily above 60, but on daily chart it is forming kind of shooting star. And at the shooting star, if it did not give any confirmation, which means if the bulls are in control, then it can go again up. And if not, if the indecision is there and if bears are taking control, which means it can further give us slight kind of retracement, and we can go for like minimum kind of risk plus maximum kind of reward kind of situation, and we can trade with minimum risk on Hull. Next is PFC, monthly, weekly, and daily all are above 60, similar kind of situation as Hull. And in this also shooting star is formed, but once it crosses the this shooting star, there is a kind of resistance at 170 on monthly chart, and once it breaks that particular resistance, it is also at all-time high. Next is ITC. It is for system 3. It is based on system 3, like you can enter with low risk and maximum reward kind of situation. All the Tradeathon student, this is the stock which we are going to trade for upcoming week. For our 10 days live trading challenge, monthly, weekly, and daily all are above 60. And at this situation, we can apply system 3. Next is AB Capital. This is also similar situation, monthly and weekly above 60. And on daily chart, it is around 60. And once it either takes support of 60, then we can apply system 3 on it. And if it goes below 60, then system 3 cannot be applied. Next are the tracking stocks which we have to track for the upcoming week. That is Apollo Tyre. First is monthly is above 60, weekly is around 60, but not at 60. It went into kind of sideways zone for around 56. And daily is at 40 support. That is grandfather, father, son. We can apply strategy at this particular stock. Next is CG Power. Almost same situation as the previous stock. Daily is at 40 support. Weekly is between 40-60 at around 57. And monthly is at 80, that is above 60. It is in an uptrend on monthly chart. So this is also applied on GFS. Next is cup stocks which we can buy and hold for a few months. So first is Career Point. The resolution point is at 178.50. We can buy above that particular zone, and the stop loss will be around 2% below this particular resolution point. Next is Kalpataru Power Transmission. Resolution point is around 554.50, and even in the previous week, it went slightly above that particular buying zone. So we can buy with a slighter big risk. Next is ISMT. It has almost started running out, and see the volume. The volume is literally amazing. So we can buy this. You can even call it as the outperforming from all those cup stocks as well. So the resolution point was at 70.40, and right now it is at 83.25. So we can again go for cup strategy. Next is Phenolics Cable. The resolution point is at 758, and it is currently at 791.50, and with good volume. Sector is cable. And next is Universal Cable Limited. Again, the sector is from cables, and the resolution point is at 349.80. And currently the stock is at 361 with not so good volume. You can even consider, because in previous years the volume was very good as compared to the volume which is right now. But still, if it goes with good volume on bull side, still it can go it can give a good amount of return. Next is Dwarkesh Sugar, and the sector is sugar sector. And right now this is at change in polarity, which means the previous resistance is acting as a support. And further, if it gives confirmation, then we can trade with minimum risk and maximum reward kind of situation. So these are the stocks, cup stocks. I hope that this weekly market update, this weekly mastermind was helpful for all of you. And if you like this particular video, make sure you share this video with your friends and loved ones, and make sure you share your biggest takeaways in the chat box. I'll see you in the next session. Till then, live fully, love openly, and make the difference today. I wish you joy and abundance in all you do.